Episode 5, Docker Volumes and Data Persistence. By default, containers are ephemeral, meaning all data inside them vanishes when they stop. Volumes solve this problem. Imagine you run a PostgreSQL database in a container. You insert thousands of records. Then you stop and remove the container. All that data is gone. Forever, because the container's writable layer, where all new data is stored, is destroyed with the container. This is why volumes exist. They provide persistent storage that lives outside the container's lifecycle. Docker has 3 mechanisms for persisting data, named volumes, bind mounts, and tmpfs mounts. Named volumes are managed entirely by Docker. You give the volume a name, and Docker decides where to store it on the host file system. This is the best approach for production data. Bind mounts link a folder on your host machine directly into the container. When you edit files on your laptop, the container sees the changes instantly, making them best for development. Finally, tmpfs mounts store data in memory only, fast but not persisted, which is useful for sensitive temporary data. Named volumes are the recommended approach for production. You can create a volume with Docker volume create, then mount it using the v flag. The syntax is v volume name path inside container. The magic happens when you destroy the container and create a new one. Simply mount the same volume, and all the data is still there. The volume persists independently of any specific container. Bind mounts are your best friend during development. By mounting your local source code folder into the container, any edits you make in your code editor are immediately visible inside the running container. If your app supports hot reloading, like Flask in debug mode or Node with Nodaemon, you'll see changes reflected in the browser instantly without ever having to rebuild the image. Summary: use named volumes for production data persistence and bind mounts for live development workflows. The v flag is your key to mapping a volume or host path to a container path. Next, Docker networking, so your containers can actually talk to each other.